Hi there and welcome to our home channel. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you along with me as I replant our vegetables again. I tried planting our vegetables actually almost a month ago. However, the weather has not been very nice with our crops. So today I'm trying this thing again. Luckily, the past few days it rained and the soil is really soft and ready for me to plant new seeds. I hope you've been good. I hope you've been well. And actually, this is an official welcome to our home channel. My name is Mrs. Tso, and this is At Home with the Tsos. So first thing first, we're going to be planting the potatoes. And because the past few weeks I planted some crops or I planted some seeds, the potatoes have grown because I guess we had some potatoes left under the ground. As you can see there, we have 2 or 3 potato plants already growing. We have that one and we have that one there. And I didn't plant potatoes last time when I was planting the other crops. And today I felt we might need to include potatoes already into our garden. Actually, we are late planting potatoes because potatoes are the ones that we have to start with. They don't really like a lot of water, so it's almost summer this side. It's towards the end of spring, so very soon we're going to be experiencing a lot of rain. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get any potatoes this year. So I've just added 1 line of potatoes there. And where I am now, we used to have spring onion. So since it was winter, it actually looked like it just slowly died, and I was just checking is there any chance of our spring onion to come back, because I've been watering the garden for some time, and also it rained for a few days. I don't see anything coming up, showing any life out of the roots of those spring onions. So I decided now there to add or to plant broccoli. We had 3 lines of spring onion on that side. And unfortunately, I can see from this angle of the camera, you can't really see anything there. But we have 3 lines of spring onion, and I decided that we're going to only have 2 lines, and the other 3rd line I'm using broccoli. So in this plastic right here, I have all my seeds, and this one's in this clear plastic. I just bought them a few weeks ago actually. The one that I used to plant, and unfortunately they grew and they died. I'll actually share pictures of those that they were coming up. I think we had spinach, carrots and beetroot coming out, and I took pictures of those. And unfortunately, a few days later, I came back and I checked. The sun, I think, just killed everything. So there I'm showing you the seeds of the crops that we're going to be planting, or the vegetables that we're going to be including in this video. We're going to be starting with broccoli here, which is going to be next to the potatoes. It's going to be in between the potatoes and the spring onion if they decide to grow again. The garden really, it's soft and it's very nice. The soil is not too hard because we normally plant every year. I'm going to be sharing with you other pictures of our vegetables from the previous years, of which they really looked healthy and we enjoyed them. So my hope for this year also is to get something out of what I'm planting there. So I normally like doing gardening, especially the planting side of things, but the preparation of the garden and the soil, it's my husband who does that for me. He also plants, he also likes gardening, so if he is not around, I take over and I do what is needed to be done. I've been sharing few shots on this video and on this channel, and I think this is the very first long form video on this channel, and I hope you're going to be finding value in this, or for entertainment purposes also. And if you have any points or any advice to give me when it comes to planting or taking care of our garden, you can share them on the comment below. I'll be very excited to be knowing how you go about taking care of your garden and also planting your seeds for any season. Here now it's spring because it's actually November, so it is the last month of spring. Next month it's going to be summer, which is December, so we are really expecting a lot of rain, and I'm hopeful that I'm not going to be doing the gardening, the watering of the plants. Here I'm showing you spinach, which is going to be the next on the list of the things that I'm planting here. And before, actually, I planted spinach on the other side, like where the camera is sitting at the moment. That's where I had spinach, but now that everything died and I have a chance to change things around. Even potatoes, we didn't want to have potatoes where it is now, but unfortunately, because every year we planted potatoes at that place where now you see potatoes already, they just grow. I guess when we're digging them up at the time of getting them out of the soil, we left some in under the soil, and immediately you start preparing the garden or you water the garden, and then they just grow. So the planting potatoes, it doesn't really give a lot of stress, and also taking care of it, because it doesn't want to be watered at all times like spinach and any other crops that I'm going to be planting here. So potatoes are like tomatoes, and I wish that I planted actually tomatoes where I'm planting the spinach now, because both of them, they don't really need a lot of water. I think it's potatoes, tomatoes, as well as spring onion, so they don't require a lot of watering, especially considering that we pay for water. So the municipality's bill will be very high if I'm going to be watering the plants as much as I want to. But unfortunately, I also get help from the rain. While I was digging here for the spinach, I saw something and I wondered what was that, because I thought maybe it was beetroot, but it was not beetroot actually. It was a small potato that was just starting to grow. There it is. And I have an assistant there, my son, who decided to come and join me as we plant these seeds, with the hope that we're going to be harvesting some vegetables later. I guess he's saying hi there. I hope everyone is excited to be seeing him there. I'm not working alone. I'm working with my assistant. My goal with this channel, now that I'm posting a long form video for the very first time, is to share our journey of doing gardening. And another thing that is going to be the main vision or goal of sharing in this home channel is our journey of buying our home or buying our house and turning it into a home, because we bought our house in around 2019. We bought our house around 2019 and we moved into the house in 2020 May. It was delayed because of lockdown and COVID-19, so we moved into the house in May, and we knew that we don't have any plans of putting into anything new into the house because the big plan was to extend our house. And another thing that I would like to share with you now is that when we were looking for the house, we actually wanted a house with a bigger yard. You see me throwing things. Actually here I'm sharing with you what I was planting. I think this is like, it could be Chinese, that seed there could be Chinese cabbage. I'll show you as it grew because I don't know if that's the name. I took the seeds from what we had last year and I just put it in the safe place. So now there I was planting the seeds of that Chinese cabbage because my husband loves it. I don't really like it because it's get to be sour a little bit. I like sort of slimy vegetables because I grew up in Limpopo and we have so many slimy vegetables there. We call it moro. I was just sharing with you that we bought the house in 2019 and we moved in 2020. The plan was to extend our house and we wanted a house with a bigger yard so that we can be able to do what we are doing here, have a garden where we can plant our vegetables, and as well as a place where we can just relax over the weekend or when we are around. I'll share with you here a little bit of how our garden look. Our lawn actually is coming along all right. I think in the next video I'm going to be sharing with you when I was putting compost, preparing the lawn. It was around the beginning of October. We were a little bit late because we normally put compost at the beginning of September, but this time my husband really didn't have time and I realized that I'll have to step in and put the compost on the lawn for us to prepare it, you know, for when the rain comes, it will find it ready with the compost in. There I was planting carrots, and my assistant there, my son, wanted to also plant some, and I gave him some seeds to throw in there. And also I know other people are planting differently like I am. As I said, I grew up in the villages and we used to go plant in the big field there, and we didn't really just throw in one seed to expect one plant. We just threw different seeds because, you know, sometimes some died. And now we have I don't know what this is called, but I found a lot of this while I was digging today. I guess it's because it's wet and the soil is healthy, and those also are just enjoying themselves under the ground there. We were planting cabbage, and the next thing was beetroot, and the goal was to plant 2 rows of beetroot. I continued with planting everything. So in 2020, as we moved into the house, the goal was to extend our house and we started saving some money. 1 year later, we started with the project. It is going to be the next second or third video in this channel. I'm going to be sharing with you the journey of how we got there. I'm going to be sharing the challenges that we met, and here I was showing you that I just put in there the compost, so it was still really fresh because remember I said I planted few seeds a few months ago, and unfortunately they grew but they died because of the sun. I guess maybe I took long to water them, that's why now they died. So I'm going to be sharing that with you. If you are very excited to be finding out how we got to buy the house, how we got to start the project, how much money we saved, what were the challenges that we came across, look out, be on the lookout, and consider liking this video. Subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out when I post in new videos, because the next videos that I'm going to be sharing are going to be about our journey of buying our house, turning it into a home. We're still in the process of, finishing up the house, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you to inspire you if you really want to extend your house or you are in the plans of buying yourself a new house. Until the next video, please take a good care of yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and welcome to At Home with the Zos.